Join the Artificers cast as we play The Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Yeah. It's done already. Yeah. Oh, those are awesome.
And Stefan's got the printers as well, so he can print a lot of this stuff out as well. So
I'm just looking at all of
He's
them.
got a super nice resin printer, actually. Like
I've
really,
just
really
printed
nice
a burst of Zygain. I'm going to show you.
no, it's either a massive piss take or
It's just a big
It's
penis.
definitely a fucking piss.
oh my god!
Jesus.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. It's not you, Zygain. It's how you see yourself, but it's
Yeah,
not
it's
you.
definitely how I see this.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll organise that then.
Yeah.
If you want a different, I've done several poses. I don't know. Maybe I'll tell you what. I'll screenshots. Sorry, I'll send some images of the actual poses I've done. And if you think, oh, it'd be really cool if it could be doing this, that, or if you want several minis, then obviously Stefan can. Yeah, and we'll sort out. I don't mind if anybody. I said to Stefan, I'd actually have to pay. I'll pay for the first ones to be painted. But if you want some bigger ones done or anything like that, well, maybe I'll buy the STL files if you guys want to sort out with Stefan. The
Sounds
cost.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy money, Stefan. Right.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
That was the whole reason for this
That's gone
whole
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's episode 5 of The World
Yeah.
Beyond wrapped up there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Yeah.
Massive sales pitch for Dr. Willie's workshop, everybody. Check it out. And
Wow, look at all those paints and stuff. My goodness.
it's so good. It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Anyway,
we're
right.
recording.
Oh,
Good.
yeah,
You're good now, are you?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So, quick recap then. Let's just quick recap. You travelled from Telemy Hill, having seen Jingle Jangle, to the Brigands Tollway, where you were accosted by Agdon Longscarf and his band of brigands. It was an interesting fight, for sure. It was tense, and you managed to turn the tide after some very tough fights. Agdon was a formidable foe, especially once he'd hit you and you could no longer see him. But also for many of you, well, for all of you as a band, this was your first fight. So there's probably a lot that you want to discuss at some point, maybe when you have a rest, and we'll make some time for you to discuss how things went. Some of you probably performed better than you thought. I feel, just from a looking down from the heavens DM point of view, Kidlat just went with the flow and just let her nature just go for it, and it was just like the perfect battlefield for her. I feel perhaps Jezal was fighting his own kind, and I feel that probably held him back a little bit. He was, not quite as committed.
No, just probably.
Borges flexed his druidic muscles beautifully, and obviously turned in. I mean, you've also seen people do some weird things again, which you can discuss later. Zygain again, proper support for the team. Rikito, probably your biggest lesson will be something like, let's not get surrounded again. Let's not get attacked by
out of nowhere.
trees. No, it's fine. A point on the dying, because I've been listening to Critical Role as well, and they say, oh, I just died. Actually, I think what we'll say is dead is dead, right? Dead is when you're not coming back, but what you were dying. Yeah. So you were unconscious and dying, and you very nearly died. And I think, we now fully understand the death rules. we're not going to do the massive damage thing. I think on hindsight, that combined with our max crit things, that's going to cause too many problems. But anyway, lots to consider. But right now, we literally finished as Rukito made his last desperate but very tired swing at the last remaining Herringon brigand and missed. At which point, this sniper just dropped its crossbow and its club and just kind of held up its hands and went down on his knees. Said, "Okay, I surrender. What are you going to do?"
Borges is gonna burp, having just finished. Well, he's gonna be like, oh, that was not good. So what? Who's your master then? So obviously, we just killed your one master, but who's the master of your master?
This is a female Herringon. So you're starting that. So at the moment, everybody else is still kind of on this bloody battlefield. So you're just calling out to him. Well, it was that idiot Agdon. He was our master. I mean, I suppose Bavlorna rules this domain, but Agdon was our in brackets master. In inverted commas, I should say.
Maybe I'll suppose say, hey guys, let's maybe we should interrogate this guy. And
she looks
crowd
suddenly
around him a little bit.
She looks like her eyes go really wide, her ears kind of like shit. When you say interrogate, she's just like looking super worried. You don't need to interrogate me. You don't need to interrogate me. I can just talk.
Perfect.
She's very quiet. She's waiting for you to speak. Somebody to do something.
Yeah, I walk up next to Borges and I go, okay, good interrogation, Borges.
Cheers.
Usually,
I think that went well.
Yeah, usually we'll ask a couple questions after.
Perfect.
First off, what's your name?
It's Wilhelmina.
Okay. Second off, you don't have to stutter so much.
Well, I'm really scared.
You don't need to be. It's fine. As you can see, the bloke who just tried to interrogate you, you know.
She looks back up at you. I mean, I think you're a tall, big, hulky. She's just seen you turn into a giant toad, and when you turned to face her last, you had the legs of one of her compatriots hanging out of your mouth before finally gulping it down, and then you turn back into a great big furball. So yes. So
just bear in mind.
But anyway, carry on, Zygon.
Bear in mind that she was trying to kill us 5 minutes ago as well. Though, yeah, just.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so can I assume that you guys have all kind of walked back up?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Or Giselle, are you still? Have you given up trying to cut Algon's head off?
So what happened for me? In 6 seconds, I basically was dying. Zygon hit me very quickly.
Yep.
I saw him just chopping the head of Agdon, which had his body on me, which I didn't realize he had died. And in a fit of madness and blood, I started chopping his head as well a bit. And I'm like, wow, what's going on? And I just like snap out of this absolute nightmare, right? And I decided to join the group back, okay?
Perfect.
And I just leave everything behind and I forgot about it. Or try to forget about it.
Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of blood and guts and gore around.
I'm still shocked, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. It was a very intense one. You were unconscious and dying, so yes, reasonable to be. Amazing you're still on your feet. Okay.
And I just walk back to the group then.
Okay, so yeah, as you walk over, you can hear this sort of conversation back and forth a bit between Zygon and Borges, and this Herrigon on the ground there. surrounded by you lot. It looks like Kidlat's. If you kind of, I like
Yeah.
that. Kidlat's sort
I'm
of
kind
stepped
of,
up
like,
onto the rock.
perched, Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like
nice,
slumped over like a, like just a cat, just with my arms like dangling down.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. I've just read something on the Tabaxi thing earlier. Actually, I didn't realize your claws actually count as weapons
Yeah.
if you do unarmed strikes,
Yeah.
which is nice. Yeah. So yeah, you're pretty ferocious looking. So even in rest. Okay. Right. So Zygin, Borges, and the rest of you.
I've already forgotten your name, but don't worry.
Wilhelmina?
Borges is
That's
remembered.
yes, Wilhelmina. Yes.
Wilhelmina.
Well,
You'll-
could you take us to your headquarters, or could you go to your place?
Yes. It's not far from here. I mean, you can. If it wasn't so foggy, you could see it. It's just up here. It's the big stump.
Yeah, are there any more of your friends around, or?
There's normally about maybe another 10 or so.
10.
8. Well, it depends where they are.
Okay. I think first
Alright.
up, we need to, for this to work, I think you need to apologize to the dwarf that you killed twice. And he had to lean on some very, very heavy deity joining in there. So if you could just apologize about that, I think that will kind of get rid of all
Make
hard
a little
feelings.
intimidation check there. It's a friendly intimidation, but make an intimidation check.
I'd like to burp, maybe to give Zygon some advantage.
20.
And my rabbit hairs come out. Oh, nice.
Oh god. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. You just there's something about, even though you said it very quietly, and then it's timed with Borges's little burp there, and she's just like, yeah, I'm so sorry. We're just following his orders. We've always had to follow his orders.
Hmm.
No, it's
Do you-
alright. We understand. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Why?
Be close to her.
You're getting closer up to her, yeah. So she looks at you wonderingly, and you're not from here, are you?
Yeah, no, I'm not. No.
But you sound a bit like Agdon, though.
Yes, you come from the same part of the some world. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Some world. Ah, yes. Okay, but you're not
You
with
can call
him.
me Jezal. I'm Jezal. You can call me Jezal.
Jezal,
Right.
Wilhelmina. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Right now it's all a bit foggy and wet, yeah, and I think we all need a bit of a rest. And yeah, could we go to your place? I mean, all of us, of course. Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's not far from here, but maybe only about another 15-20 minutes walk along the gangplanks, and
I don't know what do you think, guys? Like, should we try to find a place where we can stay for a bit, or?
We definitely need to heal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna suggest who's most hurt right now.
I have 6 health.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm on 6 as well.
666. Okay.
percentage wise, it's between Rukito and Giselle are the same percentage wise, but yeah, Kidlat.
I'm gonna. I've got a cure wounds, and I'm kind of concerned about Rukito, having seen what I've just seen. I can touch. Can I? So it says the range is touch. Can I touch 2 people at the same time with 2 hands, or is
Have
it?
you got 2 slots?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You have
I
2
only
spell
use
slots
one.
there.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so because normally it's an action, but let's just say you're not in combat or there's no time. So yeah, it looks good. It's a nice narrative that actually you walk over to. So who are you getting together?
So I am gonna form a little circle with Rukito. Who else was at low health?
Me.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Giselle.
Yeah.
And Kidlat and Giselle. Okay, I can only do 2 of you.
I mean, it's worth noting that I have a Song of Rest.
Oh, okay.
And if you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points.
Ooh.
So heal.
Is that temporary health?
No, that's
Oh.
just a recovery. So heal.
Oh, okay, I see.
like hit if Borges heals the two with the lowest,
Yeah.
with literally the lowest health, and then I can do that when we're resting, and that should
That's so good.
mass heal.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
During short rest.
So, Kidlat, how much health have you got? If you were on a scale of 1 to 12, you're on 6. Giselle, from a scale of 1 to whatever you think your max health would be, you can choose your own number. What are you?
On a scale of 1 to 22, I'm 6.
Yeah, well, on a scale of 1 to 17, I'm 10.
Oh,
You know, we all have our own, you know, like my health I would consider maxes out at 17. It's my own choice of number.
Mine maxes out.
This is Zygen trying to not pretend he knows exactly how healthy he is. It's a good role play.
No,
Zygen, I
I
like
see.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful is it? So this is what he's saying. On a scale of 1 to 10,
Although you know, mine's on a scale of 1 to 17. Kid left is 1 to 15.
Borges is kind of dense and doesn't have a great concept of what numbers are, so he's just gonna grab Kidlat and Rukito, I think, and is gonna cast Cure Wounds twice.
Okay, so yeah, just roll that, click on that. Oh, nice. So you said Kidlat and then Rukito, you've rolled it 3 times,
that's
but we'll
3
take the
times.
first two.
First two,
So Kidlat 9, Rukito 10.
Cool.
Okie dokie.
Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Just heal yourself for 10 hit points in your skull. Oh, look at that, you're back up. So for those of you, we have done, obviously you've had one rest, so there's 2 concepts here. Let's just explain very quickly. Short rest, long rest, okay?
Yeah.
It depends what you're, so at the end of a short rest, as Cam was explaining there, you can get certain bonuses back, certain amount of hit points back. So if you haven't got a long time, you've got to rest for about 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours, you can kind of get yourselves back on your feet. If you think you're going to get yourselves a good night's sleep or a full days of not doing anything, then you basically get all your hit points back, all your spells back, and all your abilities back generally after that. So that's kind of, that's those 2 things, and I'll leave the rest up to you. Right.
Okay.
Where can we take a short rest?
I'm wondering. I'm a bit concerned about going up to their base and more of them popping out, and we
Right now.
we say goodbye to our brigands.
Your dwarf friends.
Yeah. I do have some other questions as well.
She's listening to what you're saying here because she's just seen you heal these, and there's suddenly these, the kind of the wounds that were there are kind of healed over, and she's looking in awe at you, and just like, if you take me with you, I'm pretty sure I can convince everybody just not to attack you. Nobody really liked Agdon. He was not a nice person at all.
If we go there with like a piece of the scarf from Agdon and tell them that we killed him, they should.
Yeah. Big Willie. I can't remember her name.
Wilhelmina, yes.
Wilhelmina. Right.
Big Willie.
Do you know how to remove Mr. Blue Scarf's blue scarf?
Oh no, it cannot be removed.
What? At
It's
all?
a curse.
Oh, a
It's
curse.
cursed.
Oh, who cursed him with it?
Zabilna.
Oh.
Before she went away,
Where did she go?
yes. We've not seen her. I think the hags have something to do with it, but
What if we carry the body?
When you say we, you mean Borges? Yes.
You
As
saying
proof.
Yeah.
we have to
proof.
carry this body everywhere we go?
Yeah, pretty much.
Try and find a way to get
The
this
social
scarf. I think this
status.
scarf is going to be.
I get my 50 foot of hempen rope and tie the body
Yeah.
to Borges.
Right. I'm good for being a backpack, or Bagdon being my backpack, I suppose. My decomposing
Because you've
backpack.
done this before. You've already carried someone as a backpack before, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know,
I was
have.
carried by you.
in another life, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a long way. She's just said I think it's about 15-20 minutes walk.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
probably
Alright.
not going to stress you out too much.
He had a weapon as well. I could just show his weapon. We don't need to take his body, do we?
What?
Freak him out.
Wilhelmina,
Will-
what do you think? What do you think is going to be most convincing? Dropping his dead body, or just bringing a branding iron?
I could just tell them.
Okay. Yeah.
I go search his body and get the branding iron.
Yeah.
Now that I've just reminded myself.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
branding iron, when you okay, so you're going to have a good look around. Make a perception check as well, just so you have a good old look through there.
Perception.
What is?
You can
8.
take.
Are you seeing
I was about
everything
to-
down there, Zygon?
I was about to say you could take 10 on that actually, because you're not under any time pressure.
Cool,
there.
I'll take 10.
Okay, what would that make it? 12.
Yep.
That would make it 12. Okay. So you search through him. What you notice is that the branding iron that was glowing red hot has now stopped glowing, and has faded, and it's lost that kind of aura to it that it had when it was in his hands. He has a dagger on him.
I'll take
and
that.
and that's it really, and the scarf obviously. I mean, when you're looking at him, his head is half sawn off at the moment as well, and
That's fine.
the blood is kind of stopped pumping out, but it's covered a lot of
I'm
area around there.
really ignoring that part now.
I
The
tell
bloodlust has absolutely gone. I'm gonna pick up the branding iron and the little dagger, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll head back to the group.
So yeah, and just a point there, those of you who were hit have still got, even if you've been healed, you've still got the little brand, which is 3 rabbits, right? It's like a little triangle of 3 rabbits running.
Cool.
So if you were hit,
Oh.
Just as I get back here, I've got the branding iron and the dagger in my hand. I'm gonna kind of like twirl the dagger round, and I'm gonna say, Rikito, maybe it's best that magic dagger gets passed over to our assassin,
I can do that.
rather than you just hold on to it, since you have a giant.
The dagger +1.
Yeah.
You gonna,
okay. So are you going to switch those over? What do you say?
are you
Who's gonna?
throw it up to me?
Oh god.
Oh god. Oh,
I'm
no.
I'm not gonna throw it at you. I'm gonna try and get to you.
of everything that Rikito's done.
Okay. I'm on a rock. I'm perched on top of a rock. Like,
Oh, so we get to see the little dwarf clamber up the rock. Oh.
You could, yeah.
Did you say get to see the dwarf do what?
Clamber up the rock.
Oh, I can do that.
I think, yeah. I don't
veer
think.
up the
I think,
side
to be
as much as
honest,
I can, reaching out,
Yeah.
trying to pass
If
the
you-
hilt of this knife up.
Yes, if you reach up, Hidlak can quite comfortably. I mean, she's just toying with you. I
Yeah.
think.
Right at me. Do you want to die?
thank you.
Oh, Rikito, I've just seen what you've done with your Discord. You've actually used the dead
Oh.
Rikito
Oh yeah, very
Discord
clever.
icon.
Very good,
Yeah,
man.
and,
Very good,
uh,
man.
Yeah,
Rikito,
and
we need
Zygon,
to talk about what you just did in like the last 5 minutes. You seem to have come back to life a few times. We need to catch up about that at some point.
I don't think I should be the one to make decisions. I think my head's going to be a little bit moldy for a bit.
Okay. So, Nicole, yeah, you can add that to your inventory. Yeah, that +1 dagger. You can add it and equip it. Perfect. Okay.
Delete.
So Wilhelmina says, "Well, I mean, I can easily take you. I think probably what we'll have to do is I would like to bury the bodies of my compatriots, and I think if we did go back there and I can convince everybody that you are not to be trifled with, and also that Agdon is indeed gone, and we are now free to perhaps choose a different path. Perhaps everybody other than Jebek may be okay.
Who's
Ooh.
Who's
Jebek?
Jebek?
Yeah.
Jebek. Everybody
don't know?
make a make an intelligence. Just everybody do an intelligence roll.
Uh-oh.
Intelligence.
Intelligence?
Just just click on
What, at the
intelligence.
top?
Yeah, just see.
21.
Oh.
What? Wow.
I have recently died, so
Oh, god damn it.
having a
Oh.
2 is pretty apt.
So my whole
I got
fucking
4
group
pluses.
is
I don't know.
done.
Oh.
Okay, we're just waiting. Oh no, Giselle's come
you
through.
know I'm
Okay,
holding
fine,
on to
fine,
this
fine.
one, guys.
Okay. Zygin,
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
you do
Giselle
have a
did
member of.
nature. Giselle did nature, not intelligence.
Yeah, it's the same status. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's basically just a roll, isn't it? So, Giselle, sorry, Zygin, yeah, you're very good at remembering. This is part of your trade, right? Remembering names and things.
Well, it's just part
And
of
it
my
goes,
big brain. Yeah.
Jebek. Oh, yeah, that was the Heron we met when we first came in here. Who wanted to take our memories?
Oh,
Oh,
we
yeah.
tricked.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't wait to see him again.
Wilhelmina says, was that you who tricked her?
That was me on my own, yes.
Agdon was so cross with Jebek. He
Well-
was so cross with her for being fooled by you.
Well, good news
I
for
sus-
Jevek, I've just killed Agdon.
That's true.
You
That's
did?
true.
Yeah, I'm speaking for the group. I'll tell
On
you
that-
what, I think I can persuade Jevek that I've done her a mighty deed of she should be grateful. So
She was
She's now
pretty
on power.
wicked, though, wasn't she?
no, I'm pretty sure I can persuade her.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
And if not,
I'm
we'll
good
just
with the
kill
idea
him.
of-
I mean,
Yeah.
we're battle hardened now.
Yeah. I would say as well, Wilhelmina, I've been paying attention since I came to this Fey realm, and you have what I would describe, yes, I would describe, you have a good person voice. You sound like a good guy, so I think I'm happy to follow you.
Well, and you, I trust you too. I've seen you heal your friends and do miraculous and wondrous things, and you've let me live. I appreciate that. When I surrendered, you didn't kill me. She kind of glances sideways at Rikito at that point. And perhaps, yes, as I said, this might be a start. Getting out from underneath Agdon's control.
Okay. Question
Shall I
for
take
you.
Shall I? Yes.
Question
Anything.
for you, Wilhelmina. Do you think we should take a short rest now and then head over to your camp in case whatever her name is wants to fight us? Or do you think we would be able to persuade her not to fight us, and therefore we don't need to, I don't know, feel 100% by the time we get there?
I think that you will be safe to come to our camp, and either my brothers and sisters, will leave when I tell them what's happened, or at least leave you alone.
When you say
think-
brothers and sisters, who
Yes.
were the people we just dispatched of?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, when I say brothers, I mean from a band point of view.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't
No worries.
related.
Oh,
I wasn't related. We're not one big family. I
Cool.
know.
Well, you are rabbits.
You hear. So,
I'm looking at the floor. The racism here.
I know, yeah, I know. It's very derivative, that, isn't it? Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so. No, I mean, as in a band of brothers and sisters.
Okay. So we didn't
And-
we didn't literally just kill half your family, is what I'm trying to.
Well, I mean, what is family?
Okay, yeah, no, I absolutely agree. What is family? Yeah.
But I cannot hold you responsible for defending yourselves. You did not attack us.
No. And
We
just,
were ordered to attack you.
And just like none of us, apart from maybe the dwarf, none of us hold you responsible for killing our friend twice.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go there, guys. Let's go there.
Yeah.
Let's do it now.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Melinda,
I think
take
as
us.
long as we know that we're not going to be
We'll
dispatched again, and by we I mean I.
just stay at the
Okay.
I would maybe just quickly. Borges kind of shifts and feels something in his pocket, and it's what's this? It's a potion of advantage that I forgot that I had that I got from the carnival. Zygon, that was when you got the one-shot wand that casts the dancing lights cantrip. Do you remember that you've got that? And if unless I'm forgetting, Rukito, you got that cupcake of invisibility at the.
I know.
Oh, perfect.
Oh no,
I've
yeah,
just,
of course.
You have them.
I do. I look into my inventory.
Yep.
And I almost do a literal search for dancing. What was it called? Light.
Cantrip. A wand. You got a one-shot wand.
I can't find it in there, but I'm gonna take your word that it's there. And during the time when it's necessary, I just hope
It's at the bottom of his bag.
that just
Yeah.
as if by magic, it will appear.
It just just rattled in my top pocket, my one. It brought it all back to memory there.
Well done.
Yes. Yes.
Good job.
Accio wand.
Yeah. Accio cupcake. What does Accio mean?
Come here.
Right. Shall we?
Okay, so
yeah?
I've just quickly
our
put you
way.
onto the. I'll put you quickly onto this map. I'll put you onto another map in a second. So just to give you an idea,
Cool.
kind of all the walkways lead to this.
Oh yeah.
As you're walking there, it's an absolutely enormous tree stump, surrounded by water, the swampy water, and you can access it via skiffs or walk up to that and climb up various rope ladders and so on that are left hanging over the edge of the stump.
Okay.
And she says, "Well, we just need to go up there. That's where we camp." Yeah. So as you approach it, this tree stump is 30 foot high. I mean, from what you're looking at from the side of it, you see it's the biggest. It must have been the biggest tree you could ever imagine. I mean, somebody like Borges is just looking at this. Borges, make a nature check, Borges, just to.
Can I try and think of any songs that might refer to a massive tree?
You can. Yes.
All right.
Yes. Oh, as you see, would it have a name?
Yeah. Of
Yes.
course. No,
I've
not
got a
just- I didn't- I
17.
don't
Sorry.
wanna-
I just thought if you could remember any songs about trees, just so you were going to sing a little song about a tree. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you'll have a job to hug. I mean, you can go up to the bark of it and give it a hug. It's obviously seen better days. Something cut this tree down. You reckon from where you're standing, Borges, that this thing must have been probably at where it's cut off, 60 to 80 feet across, probably at the top, given the base of the thing that you're looking at now. So absolutely enormous.
That's
Anyway,
a magical tree.
Anybody up there? Do you look busy?
As you walk along, Wilhelmina goes, "Hey, up there, friends coming up, friends coming up. And you hear a voice going, okay, are you sure? Where's everybody else? I'll tell you when we get up there. Don't worry.
Oh. Slightly shuffles in my armor.
Yeah.
I will go next to her, but I'm on 6 point of health, so I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. So what order are you going to go up the ladder?
She'll go first.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll go second because I've got the branding iron.
Oh yeah. I have 18 points of health. I don't know if that would.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm happy to go up next in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, having taken 33 hit points of damage as
Yes.
a toad, you transform back to 0 damage as a furball.
Yeah,
That's
Quite
nice.
good.
That's well impressive.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Be at
Kidlat.
the very back, just because like now that I've heard that they kind of sound like nice people, now I kind of feel guilty that I've killed like most of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at the back.
Yeah.
Do you still have your little ball of wool as well and things like
Yeah,
that? And
I've got my
yeah,
dice
fine,
set,
okay.
Yeah.
so-
Oh, your
Should be
dice set, yeah,
comfy.
you're kind of just rolling around and yeah, cool. Okay, so Kidlat's at the back. Zygon is following Wilhelmina up. Boarheads, are you going after Zygon, did you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can go behind Boarheads.
Okay, yeah. So if the heavy dwarf falls off, he can take the other two, yeah. And then
I'm at the back as well.
okay, so Giselle, then Kidlat. Perfect. Okay, no problem. Just wanted to check. Okay, right. So you climb up. It's an easy climb actually on the ladders. I mean they wobble a bit as you move. And then okay. Let me move you onto this map that I literally did before thing. So you climb up.
Oh wow.
I need to put you on here. Okay. Just give me 2 seconds. Let's say you climb up into this area. I'm hoping that everybody can see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In theory,
It's like a
it
little
should.
market.
It should. Yeah. Okay. So the limitations of at the moment. Yes, these are all tents.
Why is
So when you
Giselle
come up
tiny?
here, because somebody's cast a spell on him.
There we go.
Okay. Well, it's not quite the order you come up in here, but obviously, I didn't bring Wilhelmina with us as well. I'll tell you what, a quick copy. Let's just duplicate the duplicate her coming up as well. Okay, so she walks in, and then as you're walking in, so you notice the top of this stump. It's absolutely huge across. It's obviously been cut down for a while. There's mosses and even a few trees growing out of some of the cracks there. But there's a little basically encampment set up here, sort of a dozen patchwork tents set up around a few fires and benches and so on and so forth. It's damp and misty all the way around. But as you walk in there, you notice you can see at least three other herringons there, a couple over to the far end of the little encampment there. Who said what? Did I make the map? Yes, I did.
Very good.
Yeah, this is why I've done nothing over the last weekend, is because I just keep messing around with all this new stuff. I'm going, oh my
It's
God, this is
lovely.
so much
So,
fun.
so good.
That's very nice.
This is so much
They've
fun.
got
This is so
a
much fun.
very nice interior design going on. I like the flooring a lot. I say that aloud to Wilhelmina, by the way.
Herringbone.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
I did want
that's
a
right.
natural. I did want a natural
Yeah.
wood floor. This is supposed to imagine rings of a tree
Yeah.
and actual tents and things. Okay, so what happens is, the brigands around here, the Remainers come over, goes, Wilhelmina, what's going on? And she's okay. Don't worry, Sammy. Don't worry, Sammy. I've got news. What are the rest of you doing as she walks forward?
I am actually quite close behind her, and I
Yeah.
have the branding iron just kind of like as if I'm, you know, when you've gone fishing and you got a fishing rod over your shoulder. That's kind of how I'm holding the branding iron. I'm just like chill, like a little bit cocky as always. So just you know. But I'm pretty close. But almost like on her shoulder.
Okay, so as you're walking in, they're looking at her and they look at you, and you're this very flamboyant figure. You know, you've got your bright blue hair and kind of strutting in there. But one of them nudges the other one, and who nudges the other one, and they stare at you, and they're clearly looking at the branding iron, and they kind of step back a little bit, and they look very wary. Hands kind of wander towards the clubs at their waists. A few of the others are walking in now as well.
I'd like to just smile at them, maybe give them some thumbs up. Just shoot some thumbs up at them. Two thumbs up from Borges and a big smile. That would
okay. So the rest of you,
and I also just put my hand on the branding iron next to. So I'm gonna just kind of hide it behind his back, maybe, if that's possible.
Okay, well you could try that. Try a sleight of hand to see if you can kind of manage to.
Can I
cover it.
Can I? What do I roll to go against that?
Well, let's just see how the roll goes. Yeah,
Okay.
no.
That's a 6.
So yeah, literally, you know, it's one of those things like where you just try to gently do it without making too much fuss, and Zygon just kind of holds tighter to it, and it's just like without making a mega scene, you just have to go, oh, I don't know, turn it into a stretch or something.
yeah.
I think you're
Perfect.
So the rest of you kind of following up and walking into the middle. So Wilhelmina's kind of walked over to this fire here and says, she's talking to them all the time, saying, listen, news, Agdon's gone. And that everybody's just people who were kind of had their hands on their clubs. It's like almost the entire camp goes still for a second, and then one of the ones to the down this area says, "What do you mean he's gone?" And then everybody's like, "Gone? How?"
I stepped
Was
forward.
it these guys? Yeah.
Onto this bench, so I'm raised
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
And now I'm twirling the branding iron like a cane. Yeah, as I pace up and down this bench.
Okay.
Oh no!
Imagine Willy Wonka.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtag.
A little bit of and I just say, Mr. Blue Scarf has been killed, and I point the branding iron over at Kidlat, and I go, buy her if you guys are interested.
I straighten up, like, yeah, and kind of like I guess I'll step forward.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're again very imposing.
Yeah.
Sort of figure that comes forward. Yeah, you've got Borges also very tall and.
So I'm gonna say now, we may have run into some of you in the marshlands.
One of the ones at the back goes, "Yeah, I've seen you lot before."
And I'm sure
when we were Jebek.
Yeah, and I'm sure you'll recall, good sir, that we didn't kill you.
I'm actually a girl, thank you.
All right. My apologies. It's the beard. You'll recall we didn't kill you. And you'll also notice that Longscarf is no longer here. And neither is the rest of his group. Actually, one of them got eaten by this guy. And I point to Borges with the branding iron.
Yeah, I uncontrollably belt.
Oh my god. Okay, make a the three of you who are talking at the moment. So all of you make an intimidation check. Okay, you can do it. We can have a group
22.
intimidation. In which case, okay, fine.
Oh, shit, I've got +0 in intimidation.
Okay,
This
that's fine.
could be horrific. Oh, I got 8.
I was going to say not Rikito or Giselle because you're not. You're at the
okay,
back
never
at the
mind.
moment. It's
I
fine.
thought
It's
he
fine.
was just saying all. I was just like, oh, okay.
So Zygin's got all the attention. You're clearly holding court there. Kidlat is backing that up. Giselle just looks too damn friendly. I'm sorry, Borges just looks too damn friendly. He's just like, you can't help but
Yeah.
kind of
Smiling.
have this
I still
little
got 2 thumbs up. 2
You're-
thumbs up, but still, they're still up
Yeah.
the whole time.
and you kind of you're trying to look fierce, just ends up looking a bit smiley, really. So yeah, but nonetheless, you know, they turn to Wilhelmina as well and go, "Is this all true?" I mean, Agdon was, and the other bloke at one of the other rabbits goes, "Agdon was absolutely furious with Jebek, wasn't he? Over her being tricked. He did not like that. Gave her a right beating. He did, didn't he? Told the rest of us we had to keep a lookout for you lot, and he was going to teach you a lesson. Nobody makes a fool out of the long scarf band." Yeah.
Look.
Generally now, they're kind of gathering round. It feels like the tension is lessening. Actually, now people are coming around just a bit more curious than anything else.
I'm going to just like Aragorn in The Return of the King when he points his sword at all of the ghosts. Okay, I'm going to point to each one of them. Yeah, and I'm going to say, you all recognize this brand. You all know that Agdon would never willingly give this up. You'll also notice that myself and I point to Giselle are covered in a lot of blood. Turns out we can't get the scarf. That's fine. Anyway,
We tried.
That gets a few raised eyebrows and slightly wider. I don't think Wilhelmina saw because it was down by the thing, so she didn't know what you were doing.
and so I'm gonna say, look,
But
we've had quite enough of killing everyone in the long scarf band, and I'm sure you'll have quite enough of dying. And I'm gonna point to Kidlat again, and I'm gonna say, so really, I'd rather she not kill any more of you, and I'm sure you'd all rather stay alive. So I think we can come to some sort of peaceful agreement.
what does Kidlat do? What do you do, Kidlat, when he points at you and says this?
I'm just nodding, like slowly. Just nodding.
Okay.
Looking at them all one by one. in
Are
the
you?
eye.
So you're trying to like, yeah,
Yeah.
don't mess with me.
Mhm.
Okay, just do a quick just do a quick intimidation.
Both of us?
No, just Kidlat.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, historically, there's the prey predator thing going on here, and there's something genetically deep, even within these rabbits that makes them think, you know, yeah, this is you're backing up Zygin's story. So Wilhelmina says, so listen, they need a place to rest for the night. What say we let them stay here? And she looks at you as though, would that be good for you?
Yeah. And to show you all that we have no interest in killing any more of you, you'll notice that Wilhelmina here is quite injured. I will allow her to listen to one of my many songs, and you'll see that even she will be healed.
Oh, very good. Okay. So
I
there are a
guess
few
that
nods.
last
there's a
bit was a bit of a persuasion thing.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Go on. Yeah, just last bit to tip them over.
25.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Oh, clean.
Don't you just love it when the dice rolls support the story?
Yeah.
It does work really, really well. I mean, they do make the story as well, but no. Okay, so I wouldn't say everyone's smiling, but there's a lot more relaxed atmosphere in the encampment now. There's a few at the back who look a little less a little more wary, and perhaps not quite so convinced. But at the moment, nobody's doing or saying anything else. So Wilhelmina sort of turns, well, I think that's settled. You can have a couple of the tents that are now spare. And we have some food, and perhaps we could share some food, and we will allow you to stay here tonight. And then, what is your destination? Where are you headed for?
That's a
What
good
good
question.
question.
I think we need to get Bavlorna is what we're looking for eventually, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh, Bavlorna.
I think
in Downfall.
yeah,
You'll find her in Downfall. Yes.
Downfall. Okay. I have a question as well. Why have you seen as we're all friends now? Why have you been collecting memories? What's that all about?
It's so you've been to the Fae, right? And you're part Fae as well.
Mhm.
You know that nothing's straightforward. Nobody just very rarely just steals stuff here.
Yeah.
We steal the memories. Some of the memories we give to Bavlorna, and some Agdon just like to keep from people. It was just a mean way. I mean, in some ways, stealing somebody's memory is worse than stealing all their money. He did ask for your.
Which of his tent was Agdon place? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
good question.
the one just next to you there, next to his throne.
Yeah. His throne.
And
Okay.
you see as you turn around, it's perhaps the first time you see it, but just down here you can see this very ornate, not in great condition, but it's a throne, and that was his. Yeah, they all look at that, and kind of everybody stares at that throne now. It's almost like everybody takes a moment to look at it, and for the pack here, it feels like there's a moment which then passes and everybody relaxes again. It's kind of like perhaps a realization that we're never going to see him sitting there again. And yeah, and then they kind of, some of them go, well, I suppose that's that. What are we going to do now? I think we need to have a chat about what we're going to do with ourselves. And
Yeah,
they kind of start. Yeah.
You guys have got to learn about like class consciousness or something. This guy had a literal throne, and there's lots of you. I don't know what you've all been doing, just following this one fellow. That doesn't make no sense to me, with a throne and everything.
I mean, isn't that the way that things work? Everybody is ruled by somebody.
Now,
Aren't they?
as soon as I hear that, I go take a seat on the throne.
I'm just like, don't do it. What are you doing?
Okay, so move yourself over to the front.
I'm gonna
Okay.
wander over there. I'm gonna sit on it with my legs over the arms of the throne. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, look, Agdon's gone. You have no ruler. This throne means nothing. Burn it. Let me keep it. Whatever. I don't mind. But you guys do exactly what you want, and all is forgiven. Also, just FYI, Wilhelmina is actually a pretty good fighter. She killed, and I now point to Rukito again, him twice.
Okay. What do you say, Rikito?
I'll be honest, I look stunned because I can't quite believe it myself.
Just processing.
I try and change the subject and ask where Jebek is.
Okay.
Oh, Jebek. Yes, no, she's gone off with another pack, another few, just on Agdon's orders, try and find more people to take their memories.
Oh. Well, my suggestion is if Wilhelmina, as kind-hearted as she is, still has that, prowess with the crossbow to take down such a mighty dwarf, maybe she'd be a reasonable temporary leader for you guys. Because she's on our side.
Make a persuasion check there.
21.
Okay. People they don't instantly raise her on their shoulders. Wilhelmina actually looks really uncomfortable. And she's like, no. I don't think that's right. And she says to them, look, let me tell you what happened, and then we can make a plan. And she turns to you and says, please, set yourselves up. She's going to suggest the 2 tents here and here. And as if you do want to, you can use that one there. Those 3 tents on this corner, the fire pit and the benches. You notice a couple of chests sitting there as well, whilst you're sort of glancing around. But they're all going to go off to the other end, and they drag the benches over. And they're kind of all going to walk off. We'll be back a bit later. We just need to have a chat. A lot's changed in a very short time.
You got it, Captain. No worries.
Okay. Okay. So
I immediately
they kind of
stuff.
they okay. Okay.
I'm gonna look through as well the chests. Yeah, I go straight for the chests.
Are you trying to do it carefully? Or...
Yeah, I would like to do it discreetly.
Okay. All right.
We need a little bit of decorum here.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. Would that be sleight of hand or?
I was thinking sleight of hand, like, kind of sat on the bench and then just kind of leaning back.
Or stealth. No.
Unless you want to.
Would me standing in the way alter the success rate?
I mean, what are the 3 of you doing? The other 3 of you doing while they're doing this? So just give me an idea.
So I was going to say, because I'm quite a stocky person, I can probably sit near and try and hide them out of view from everyone else over here, possibly, so they can try and sneak some things out a bit more discreetly, maybe.
Oh yeah,
I
turn around.
Yep.
Oh, I say, what are you doing? Oh, and then I also try and put myself in front too.
Okay, and Giselle?
You know what? I think I see this whole group of herring over there, and I think I'm gonna go and join them.
Okay. Cool. Okay, you move
you
yourself
guys,
over there.
I'm gonna see what they're talking about. Just make friends with them, okay?
Okay, don't betray us, Giselle. We're your family.
I'll be back, don't worry.
So Giselle, as you walk over there, they look around to you, and obviously you're dressed quite differently, but you certainly hold yourself very confidently, even when you kind of there's clearly something about you that's beyond what they are.
I'm gonna sit next to
Wilhelmina. Yeah. Okay, she's here. So, and she just shuffles over on a bench as you walk over, and it's kind of like a little bit of a nod, and you feel you're
part
kind
of the
pack. Instant, yeah, absolutely, part of the pack.
What's the name for a group of bunnies?
A warren?
Is it okay?
Well, I don't know. It's probably something, but they all live in a warren, don't they? But somebody could look it up. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you sit down, and you can just they're talking quite quietly amongst each other, and just like discussing ideas. I'll come back to you in a second, then, and we can see what you want to say or what you want to do. So, Zygin and Kidlet, make sleight of hand checks. You've got a chest each. A fluffle.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. So these chests have been out in the open for some time, and you're trying to be quiet, but you're not being that stealthy. You feel like everyone's got their backs in, and as you turn it open, it goes.
Oh, I'm really hungry, guys.
Yeah, I will shuffle as if I've just ripped an absolute stinker, trying to cover up for you. Just like, oh man, I've never enjoyed eating rabbit. That's not good.
Okay, Borges, make a performance check, Borges.
Oh god, another +0. I'm just not doing any of my good skills. That's a crit fail. A crit fail. I think I'm gonna shit my pants as well.
Lovely thoughts, lovely thoughts.
Borges,
D100.
you read my mind, Borges. You read my mind.
No.
In
No.
acting this out, and with everything you've eaten, and so I don't know how this transmutation works, but there's clearly something. Maybe you don't do it very often, but you pretend to let rip, and you actually do, and you
Oh my god.
properly follow through.
I back away because I'm just in complete shock at this
I'm
noise.
right behind him as well. So
He's standing right next to you, Kidlat. Yeah. So
It's
And
just,
you turning into a frog
running-
would have a weird effect, but nothing like this.
Man.
it's just
It's just
it is
running out of my trousers. It's
It is,
running
yeah,
out.
it's
It's
right.
bad.
it's actually
worst.
I back away.
yeah, it's a boot filler. It's like it's proper liquid. Yeah.
The sound though is probably very similar, and part of it's me farting, the other half's me just.
I know. It's one
So
of those
maybe
things. So when it starts, you're just like, oh no, and you just can't stop it, and it's just like, yeah. So actually, people do look over to you and go, "What are you doing?"
Don't make me come over there.
They both they can see both chests are open because Zargin, although yours
yeah.
was well.
I'm
It
gonna
was still-
I'm gonna immediately say, well, look, Agdon actually took my loot, and I forgot to take that back from him.
Yes. And I was helping
So
him
I'm
find
trying.
it.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to find a reasonable replacement.
Okay, I mean, they just shrug and go, "Well, good luck."
Thank you.
Oh God!
Do you
So
have a change
forehead-
of underwear?
I was going to say, I'll ask to see if there's a nearby river for him to just jump in, because I think he's going to need to wash everything.
What can you do? You could probably do something with water, Borges. I'll let you think about this. We'll come back to you
yeah.
and
I'll
your
move
problem
6
in a
foot of
second.
water around.
Destroy the
Yeah.
water in your poop.
Oh,
you go.
just...
Just dry it out.
It
Oh,
is really,
dear.
yeah. It's very uncomfortable, very embarrassing.
Oh no!
Zyginas,
Oh.
are you going to move away from this truck, or are you just
No,
literally standing there?
I'm trying to get through this chest as quickly as I can.
Okay. So glancing in at Kidlat from where, Borges is still kind of occupying that space there at the moment, just kind of like unable to kind of move. He doesn't know how to move. I don't think you know how to. Can you even bend your legs to walk? I don't know.
I take a seat on the now open
Oh.
chest.
You
The only
take
thing
a
that looks the only thing that looks like a toilet, and I just
No.
sit down.
Oh.
I just finish what I've started. There's a lot. When a Furborg drops anchor, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Okay. So
that
okay. So
Sweet,
Borges
sweet
is taking
relief.
a dump, a proper like diarrhea level of dump, and it's just going. It's uncomfortable. It goes on for an uncomfortably long time.
Yeah.
I think Kidlat and Zygin just make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
17.
Where is it? Sorry, here.
Yeah, Kidlat, you need to run to the side of this stump and breathe deeply.
Yeah.
So you literally have to. You just have to step away for a few minutes
Yeah.
and just go. Yeah.
I can't do this.
Now I've finished what I needed to do. Can I turn around and search the chest, please? I think I've claimed it. as mine.
Search the
Oh,
you
my
sat
God.
on.
Yeah.
No.
It sounded like it was. So Borges is not. He's lost all shame. In the last 30 minutes, he's turned into a toad when he thought he was going to become a wolf. Eaten some Haragon, has emptied everything, and he's like, "This is. I need some kind of silver lining on this." And
Well, there's nothing that looks silver in that chest now. I can tell you.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Right. So the chests are piled full of stuff. Okay, I mean trinkets, I suppose you'd call them. I'm sorry again. If you're looking through yours,
Yeah.
okay. I'll tell you what. Hold on. Okay, Zygen, you're 3 to 6. Sorry, 4 to 6. Borges, you're 1 to 3. So, Zygen, roll a d6.
3.
So 3. Okay. So that's Borges's chest. Yeah. Okay, Zygen, as you're looking through yours, literally, it's just like it's a load of nonsense. Half of it, it's these little trinkets that the sort of thing you'd have picked up in the Feywild. Roll. I'll tell you what. Roll 3 d100s to see what you find of anything of interest.
Oh, there's a nat 20.
On a d100. So the 20, you find a tiny duskwood coffin that appears to have some ashes in it. You also find something glowing at the bottom. It's a flask that has these sort of spectral-looking glowing worms in it. What mood are you in at the moment? You're slightly disgusted, aren't you?
I am slightly disgusted, but I'm still also extremely proud of myself for leading my team. But I'm also extremely disappointed in Borges.
So you've got 3 things going on there. What colours would that be?
It would be like fluorescent green for the disgust.
Yeah.
Lilac for being proud. And then whatever color Borges's hair is the disappointed color.
Okay, the sort of orangey, russety, browny color.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So what happens is as you pick it up, instantly these 3 colors kind of flicker around each other. The worms, the little spectral glowing worms are kind of changing color. Seemingly, when you look at it, saying, "Do you know what? That's exactly how I feel."
Nice.
And finally, as you're searching through all this other rubbish, you find a tiny pair of nunchucks.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh,
Tiny.
Yeah. But they're going straight to my boy, Sir Talavar, when I next see him.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, Borges, you roll 3 d100s.
Perfecto.
Poop.
And bam.
A trinket, but
Right,
they're all
okay.
covered in brown.
Yeah. He's fond of brown.
Yeah, I mean, it is disgusting.
I mean,
but...
is he apple bobbing right now?
Oh God, I hope not. Seriously.
It is kind of floating, yeah. Everything's kind of buoyant.
I mean, it's a big chest. I know you had a lot to eat. I mean, what's happened is it's kind of spattered and run down right to the bottom. So you can kind of pick out the little corner or something. There's a little red cap that would fit on top of your head it is a bit covered in shit though. So at the moment, little red cap. So make a note of that if you want to. You also find like a little doll. It's a stuffed Oni doll. What's an Oni doll? ONI.
That's the red Japanese mask with the tusks, isn't it?
Like that sort of thing. Okay.
Yeah, they're like demons, aren't they? Onis.
That's a stuffed. Okay, it's a stuffed Oni doll with a creepy smile and one missing eye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, they do look scary.
Also covered
Yeah.
in shit. And finally, a set of false wooden teeth. That look like there's something, but they're for something quite big.
Put them in, George.
Fortunately, they're too big for your mouth. And
okay.
well, they are. They're for something very big. Oh, and finally, you also find a little bag little leather bag, which when you open it up, fortunately, your recent explosion has not got into the contents, although the outside of the bag is a little sticky. A bag of truffles.
Oh,
Oh, lovely.
do not eat
Uh,
those.
Hey, you guys, and I lift the bag up. I got some truffles. Anybody want some truffles? Get
No,
that.
thank you.
Rikito,
Uh,
truffles?
What sort of truffles are they? I
Oh
hope they're
my
not
God.
chocolate.
Okay, just make an intelligence check. Anyone who's within hearing of Borges.
Am I also making one or not there?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
17. 19.
I mean,
10 and 8.
I'm using this as a recollection thing.
8. I've
10 and
rolled
8,
8
okay,
again.
okay.
Good lord.
Kidlat, there was something about truffles that you recall recently. Somebody was looking for truffles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
El Truffalo. Yeah, you know, big key boy.
Ah, yes.
Little key girl.
Yes. I would suggest don't eat them, especially because of where you found them. But do you remember?
I say-
I forgot the name.
Jingle
Jing-
Jangle?
Jingle
Padlock.
Jangle.
Jangle.
Yes, our friend Jingle Jangle, the super cute key elf.
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks.
Oh, good point,
Yeah,
Kidlat.
her
I
favourite was
won't
truffles.
I won't eat these truffles, and then I don the red cap just straight on the head. Lovely.
Okay, so when you put it on over the top of your little your other little outfit, basically it looks like it's gonna fit, and then it just basically comes right the way down over to your shoulders. It just kind of like it expands as you put it on right the way down. So it's almost like a red hood now, I
Hood.
suppose you could say. Yeah.
Oh,
Also, surely he's just dunked his head in shit. You're
Oh yes,
telling
no,
me
absolutely.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
turn
no, he
back
has.
around,
Is there no
still sick.
constitution?
Yeah.
What? Borges is just fine covering himself in shit.
Well, it's his.
He's now covered
shit.
head to toe.
What do you mean it's his shit?
I'm head to toe.
That makes it fine.
Yeah, it's all been through, you know.
He's a nature dude, right? I figure
Yeah.
he's actually.
I'm just looking at him, just thinking, bloody druids, what is wrong with them?
Yeah.
I mean, you can make your own judgments, and I'm sure you will and should. But he's just doing his thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
I start to kind of envy that he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I've lost any kind of self-awareness at this point. I'm sure at some point it will all catch up to me and I'll be deeply embarrassed, but today it's not that day. And the red cap is now on as a hood.
Okay. Oh, okay, right, okay. So Borges is stinking at the moment, but this is what you found. There seems to be nothing of actual real, what you would consider coming from the, if you like, the the plane of existence where you come from. Nothing of real physical worth here, but this is the Feywild, so everything has a value. It wouldn't be here if it didn't. But the value tends to be, you're getting the feeling here, especially Borges, now you're back here. Same with Giselle, actually. These old kind of memories are coming back of just how it's less about the value, like the traditional value of things, but it's personal, it's emotional. That's what has value. If you can take something that means something to somebody, that has much more value to you than a pile of gold, for example. I mean, for sure there are those sort of things in here, but you're beginning to remember that as you start to really smell yourself.
Yeah. I think, this is probably somebody's favorite hood. I'll keep it on for now. But I make a mental note that I might be giving this back sometime, so I might need to wash it. That's my mental note.
And everything else. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's just flick to Giselle quickly. So Giselle,
so
you've sat down there.
As the wind is blowing slightly that smell, I'm apologizing to the group, to all the.
They just go.
I don't know
"Oh
what's
my-
going on. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
Yeah,
That
you know.
how long have you guys
I
been?
guess. I mean, he's comfortable with us. That's what it means, I guess.
That's a very positive spin you're
Yeah.
putting on that.
I'm trying to.
Giselle, have you known him? Have you known him long?
No, it's the first time I've done that, but yeah, you know.
First time.
So,
Okay.
what I'm trying to do here, I'm just sort of like trying to see what their plan is, and I'm trying to get very close to Wilhelmina with maybe suggesting that if now they don't have a leader, like maybe they could join us.
Okay. So
Or someone are welcome to it. And I'm leaning into Wilhelmina, like putting my charm into it, like I've had a companion for a long time. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so make a persuasion check, just as a conversation. You're not overselling it, but
No,
I can
no,
see,
no, no, no.
yeah, you're just trying to kind of win their confidence a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest of you can be thinking about what you're going to be doing next.
Well, I'm watching Giselle pull out all the stops on Wilhelmina.
This has all been. Oh, good. This has all been going on. This has all been going on while you've been, quite frankly, distracted.
Okay.
By looking through the chest and just slack-jawed, whatever. It's Borges' behaviour. Yeah. Okay. So initially, they seem unconvinced. You know, they said, "No. We don't want to rush back into." We need to think what we're going to do. Okay, so but the chat goes on. They ask you what your plans are.
Yes. So trying to put across that it's not like a dictatorship like they had, and we're like they can just join us for a while, and if they're not happy with it, they can just leave. But our plan is to find the bill now already.
And that word. Okay, so there's a few questions like, what would we have to do for you or with you?
Well, you don't have to do anything for us. Yeah, you just do things with us. Just tag along with us, and you know this area. So maybe you can guide us through the area, can help us a bit, and we certainly can protect you, and maybe you can learn a few things from us. I don't know.
Okay.
Have you got a better plan right now? I mean, what you going to be doing now?
I mean, it's literally we have no plan. I mean, for years and years and years, Agdon has run this group the way he wanted to run it, and we had to.
You've been institutionalized. I get it. Yes.
I mean, you know, Wilhelmina comes back with you guys, literally half an hour ago, and
yeah, no,
it's all new to us. I mean, I'm very grateful. I mean, we can certainly guide you on your way. We can help you get to. I mean, Downfall is, if that's where you're going. I mean, are you looking to leave hither, or what? What do you need to do?
Well, it's not very clear, to be honest. It's not very clear. But right now, finding the bill now, and we will. Yeah, I think we will leave this place. Yeah.
Okay, so well,
maybe another adventure for you guys.
It could be. There was a time before the hags when Zabilna did rule, and Agdon got on the wrong side of her.
So help us then.
Well, I don't know how I feel about Zabilna either. I don't like the hags.
Yeah.
Give us some time. Give us some time to think, and let us think in the morning what we might do to either come with you or what we might do next. Jebek might have returned by then as well, and we can ask her. I guess she's the closest thing we've got to a leader at the moment. Yeah. Okay. Right. So you could keep talking to them and just sort of chopping ideas in there.
Carry on with the charm offensive on.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
Make another persuasion check now that you've had a chance to just to see roughly what direction things take.
Could I roll animal handling as well? No.
So you're kindred.
Oh, come on, the crit. Come on, the crit. Oh no. Yes. No. Oh. 2.
Oh no!
Oh my
Okay.
It was between a crit and a 2. Oh.
Okay. So at the moment, you can see really that these people are pretty shell shocked by they're comfortable in your presence because you are one of them. Your hair and gone like them.
Yeah.
But they are still processing what's just happened to them. You know, this is. I mean, time is a weird thing here, but while you're sitting there,
I'm not trying to persuade them. Yeah, I'm planting some seeds. If you see what I mean.
Sure. Yeah. Understood. Yeah. But yeah,
Manipulate.
which you've done. At the moment, they're just not very receptive. Those the seeds, if you like, have not taken root.
I don't think they're even out the bag yet.
Well, I'll give it a chance.
Wilhelmina does say to you, "Well, perhaps later we can tell you the story of Agdon if you're interested."
Oh yeah, I'd love to hear about it. Yes.
Maybe over. Okay, good. Over when we're eating. Okay, right. So, Rikito, you've kind of been standing in the middle there, just watching. I mean, this is all happening at the same time. So this has probably been a process of about 10 minutes. Kidlat's just kind of. What are you doing at the moment, Kidlat?
Well, the smell's kind of gone a little bit. Since
Yeah,
I
it is.
moved
The wind is
away.
drifting away. It's drifting away from you as well a little bit.
Kind of
yeah.
not like fully curled up, but like chilling on the side, just looking.
Okay.
Over.
With your back to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Rikito, what have you been doing?
Well, other than being completely horrified by what I witnessed George do, or Borges do, I have been sort of looking at the sun, wondering at what point we might be sort of, is this likely a place that we might camp tonight, and
Sure.
when's dinner time?
Yeah. Nice, yeah. So you park yourself down on that little stool there.
The potato never sat well with me, so I need to actually have some proper sustenance.
Okay. Spoken like a true dwarf. Perfect. Okay. And Zygen, looks like you've gone to sit on the chair on the throne.
Yeah, I got my musical instruments out.
Ah, nice. Okay. And playing something?
I'm gonna wait until everyone agrees to, I don't know, a long or short rest, or a short and then long rest.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gently playing.
Okay. So again, as the conversation goes on between the other Herongon, Jazal, Wilhelmina, she can obviously time is weird here, and it doesn't ever really turn into night all day. It's always kind of this twilight, but she's like, well, I think you travelled a while, hadn't you? You travelled a few hours from Telemy Hill to get here, so. Yeah, it is getting towards the afternoon, towards the end of the afternoon. She says, you're welcome to stay if that's what you want to do. I guess you just need to decide. If you don't stay here, there aren't many other places here other than Downfall, but Downfall is a good 2 or 3 hours from here of walking, and you'll need a boat as well.
Do you all have a shower, maybe? A bath? Something along those lines. Somewhere I can...
Wilhelmina just goes, or one of the others just goes, just go in the swamp. It cannot smell any worse.
Perfect.
I mean, there are some wells around here. Those. Have you seen the big O wells that there is one that's not a million miles from the base of the tree. You could go and find that to wash your clothes in.
Okay. What do you guys think to maybe doing a short rest and then a long rest? I won't need the short rest, but it'll give me a chance to wash my clothes, and then I could come back and have a good nap,
Well,
not covered in indignity.
I think it would be good if if we turned the short rest into a long rest, so that I could heal everyone.
Yeah.
And then we can have a long rest, and then everyone can have. Or do you just heal anyway? After
For a long rest, we all hit anyway, right?
Yeah, for long. Yeah, yeah. So generally, you take a short rest if you're under some kind of time pressure, right? It's just like, holy crap, yeah, we ain't done here yet, or, but I mean, you don't know. But, you feel reasonably safe at the moment, but you know.
Okay. I will stay for the long rest then.
Yeah,
I'll
I
stay for
reckon
it.
we
Would be
take
okay for a long rest.
but we just
But
we
if-
just have one person. We'd do like maybe a rotation, so that we at least have one person on watch, just so that we don't fall asleep with 9.
Yeah, yeah,
God.
absolutely.
There's 9 of them. Yeah.
Yes, and you've heard obviously there are others out and about in the swamp somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if each of you took a 2-hour watch, would that do it? 10 hours total? That gives everybody a good chance to have 8 hours of reasonable rest. Borges, you can certainly climb back down to the swampy. I mean, it's although it's marshy, the water isn't. You know, you've got enough to wash things off there if you really wanted to. Plus, you can. What can you do spell wise with water? You can do something with water.
I've got create or destroy, but I need to have a rest in order to do it.
I
So I don't have. But I have druidcraft, which I could do with the water. Not really. I can snuff out candles. That's the best I've got. That's my maximum wind potential. I basically a stiff.
Oh, you don't.
What is that? Druidcraft.
What?
You can snuff out a candle. Basically, I can really throw the. I can do that. That's what Druidcraft is. I can blow out a candle. Okay.
Nicole, is that basically what Kidlat's doing right now? That's what you just said. Okay. Boys, I'm going to say that you can get the worst of the shit off.
Okay.
And give yourself
Brilliant.
Give yourself a wash, and then probably come back up and kind of hang the clothes out. I think you did something about creating some sort of wind or something, didn't you?
Yeah,
dry
I'll
clothes off a bit.
I'll
do you have any
send this one
herbs
to-
and herbs and stuff in your
in my inventory? I have
inventory?
mess kit, torch, water skin. No,
I just wondered whether you might have some sort of druidy type thing to make something smell a bit nicer when you wash it. You probably if you hunt around a bit, there's you might find some stuff that's a few leaves that you can kind of break over it and rub over the rub over it. But a good wash will get rid of the worst of it. I guess that'll take you a good hour to do all of that.
I'm just really creating a natural biome here. I've given up on showering. I'm one of those people now. I'm working on my biome. Yeah.
Hey, listen, you don't need druidcraft. One of the things you do is create a faint odor of skunk.
Yeah, it's very good.
You don't even need that. Okay, so Borges is gonna you climb down the tree and find a sort of a more secluded spot. Although you have no dignity, so it doesn't really matter where you get washed. But you find somewhere within. I mean, how far from the tree do you want to go?
Just the first water that I see.
Okay,
first water source I see.
Yeah, they're right. The water comes right up to the base of the tree. So
Perfect.
you can literally just kind of dangle your clothes off there. I mean, even if you got in, it's not that deep. Especially for you, probably come up to your sort of chest height. So you could get yourself properly washed.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
perfect.
the rest of you see Borges climb off down a tree. He comes up past you, Kidlat, as he walks past you.
Oh, sorry. Cam's like having a nosebleed.
Oh,
So
nice.
he's
No
had to
doubt.
quickly run to the toilet. I missed some of that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Did you just punch him then or something?
No,
Is
he's
Yeah.
he's just suddenly like started like his hands like all covered in blood.
it... Oh, he's such
Oh
a
no.
he's such a role player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really
Yeah.
wanted this last week.
Delayed
but,
fight aftermath.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna carry on.
I can't use cure wounds on him, unfortunately. From here, I would try.
Are we eating
Okay.
food from the bunnies or?
But you've got some food, didn't you? You picked some food up as well. You went
Alright.
for foraging. They can share some food with you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna kind of what are you gonna do? Are you gonna help make the food?
Yeah,
No,
I am.
I'm gonna sit and play music.
I'll
Yeah,
go and help.
I'm gonna help Wilhelmina cooking. Yeah, sure.
Okay, fine. Fine. As you're helping them make the food, they are relaxed now and doing something repetitive and familiar is helpful to them. They start talking about Agdon. You know, there's sort of some of the stories come out, and he was not a nice person, really. Really cocky, but also really cruel with it. It's not just like he kind of had this character trait. You can get the idea that he liked to think of himself as a notorious kind of person, but really he was an evil son of a bitch, really. Just loved causing people misery and thought nothing of, he's killed plenty of people in the past. Which then leads, story starts coming about who he was, and between them they all the story comes out that Agdon, in days gone by, and this is how you're getting used to this in the Fae time. Days gone by could be a year, it could be 100 years. Agdon made a name for himself with his band of miscreants, some of whom are sitting around with you. They used to attack travelers throughout the Feywild domains. But it was here, when we came to Prismere, he overstepped. And Zybilna punished him for his offences. She demanded that he give up his scarf, and he refused. And when he refused, Zybilna cursed him, so that he would never be able to remove it. And then she pinned the scarf to a young sapling that was growing on this very spot. And then she bade the tree to grow at an extraordinary rate until its branches raked the clouds. And she pinned the scarf to the tree as it grew. And Agdon grew and flew and was carried up into the air and could not remove himself. And he was stranded for years and years, pinned to the tree. And he may have stayed there forever if the Hourglass Coven hadn't arrived. Somehow they managed to trap Zybilna. And, well, perhaps now to our shame, but we managed to chop down this tree and freed him. But he could... the scarf, we couldn't free the scarf. We couldn't unpin it. Whatever magic Zybilna had used prevented anyone from removing it, and so he was stuck next to the tree. And so it was that, well, we made a deal with Bavlona. She would agree to remove the nail and free the scarf in exchange for the best prize from each and every raid that we took part in. And so, well, that has been our way since then. We give the best of everything we find to Bavlorna, and she lets him, and I suppose by association us, do what we want until now.
What do you think the best prize you ever gave Bavlorna was?
Do you know, this is the other thing with Agdon. He never told us or shared with us you kept stuff in those boxes that I see you've been through.
Warheads has.
But the best things, well, he had some funny ideas about what was valuable and what was not, but I couldn't tell you. You may find these things with Bavlorna if you head to Downfall. He and she certainly valued them highly.
Okay.
So this kind of comes out after, as you know, you're perhaps the music you're playing kind of relaxes people a bit as well, and it's sort of the music that you tell a story to as well, and they're cooking the food, and you're all kind of sitting there listening quietly, letting them speak, letting them get this kind of, you know, this history out to all help them get to terms and come to terms with the idea that perhaps this cocky and boastful leader of theirs, well, maybe wasn't all that. Maybe he wasn't really the best thing for them. Who knows? Okay, and with that, as this tale kind of continues, as you're eating the meal as well, Borges comes back up in time for that, dripping wet, but smelling a little bit sweeter than he certainly was. Okay, what do you want to do? As the evening is drawing on, both are in real time and in game time.
I think it's a good time to have our long rest. No,
Take a bunk.
Yeah, I think that's a good in game and in real.
Okay. That's absolutely fine. You oh, nice picture of Rukito there.
I didn't need to do that.
Okay. So who's going to take? We won't go through it, but I just know what order are you going to do the watches in? So everybody does start to step.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay. All right.
Because then I get the longest sleep.
Okay. So let's do.
Oh shoot.
Zygon. Then I'll write it down in the chat. Who's going to do the next watch?
I'll go next.
Oh,
sorry.
I was going to say I can go next, or I can go last.
You can
Okay,
go next.
Rukito.
Yep, I'll go next.
Then Kidlat.
Yeah.
Then Borges or Giselle.
Yeah, I can go next. I think because I don't have that much to heal. I don't know if the wrong restiness will make up much of a difference.
I think so long as you get an 8 hours in total of really not doing anything. Sleep is the perfect thing. If you get attacked in the night, or if you have to go and do something energetic within that 8 periods, you basically got to start again. But and then Giselle will take the last watch.
Okay.
So I'll just put that in there because that will stay there, and that helps me to remind me because I need to do some stuff.
I can still turn into a beast once more before I take my rest as well, which is pretty crazy.
I mean, do you just want to do that for the hell of it?
Turns into a cat, so you can turn into just a donut.
I'm going to hold on to it because last time I thought I was going to turn into a cool like wolf thing, like it was going to be like my thing. Like, oh, he's actually deep and mysterious, and I turn into a giant toad. So I'm not going to risk it. And I'm just going to stay as Furbog for the remainder of the night.
Perfect. Okay, well done. Okay, so this is the way these things go, and it's nice to have a little bit of time. I do want to make some time for you guys to talk about what you've experienced as well. So I will try and shut up a bit next time. Perhaps you can do that during the next day, whatever you're going to do. Perhaps before you leave, I'll make some time there. There are a few things I need to say to some people overnight, but I will get to you at the beginning of the next session. We'll do that as the watches go on. Okay, so that's perfect. One thing out of game then. Have a look at your races. It'd be really great. So I feel now that you've had some combat, you've worked together, you're beginning to see how these really delve into the history. So for the Asimir, Tabaxi and Furbolg, Volo's Guide to Monsters, which you've got access to. I think that's got a fair bit on there. So have a good read into those, and also the character classes as well. Oh, and the same with the Herongon as well. I think, is that in what's it? I can't remember which one it is. And dwarves. Okay, so everybody thinks they know everything about dwarves, but there's so much stuff in the player's handbook, and just generally about dwarves as well. So what I'm saying to you is, let's flesh out these backstories a little bit more now, and you'll get more out of the characters and more out of the role playing once we've got. Now we're getting into it. You can really have some backstories, because I also want to work with you guys to start bringing some more stuff in of things that may have happened to you in the past, or things you're interested in doing in the future. Okay, cool. Right,
Sure.
it's all there.
Cool.
It's all there. We've got loads of books. So yeah, take a few minutes just to have a look at that. And yeah, we will join each other next week as you start your second night in
Yeah.
Hither.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay, very good. All right, Cam, I hope the nosebleed clears up.
It's
yeah.
fine. No, it's good. It's good.
Good.
It's
All right,
good.
everybody.
Actively enjoyable.
All right, well done, everyone. Okay, nice session. And yeah, we'll catch up again soon.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
The Artificers cast are George, who plays Borges, a Furbolg druid, Stefan, who plays Jazal, a Herongon monk, Nicole, who plays Kidlat, a Tabaxi rogue, Rupert, who plays Rukito, a dwarven fighter, Cam, who plays Zygin, and Asimar Bard. And finally, there's me, Hamish, the DM, who just tries to make sense of whatever the hell they get up to. In our games, we use Sirenscape for all the sounds, we use Roll20 for the VTT, we use D&D Beyond for the character sheets, sourcebooks, adventures, and we use Beyond 20 to stitch D&D Beyond to Roll20. Thanks for joining us on this journey. Hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. We'll catch you next time. See you then.